Hello everybody. How many people here enjoy going in bars or restaurants? Yeah, I do. So, well, did you know that you getting your food and drinks and later getting your receipt, all is based on a very critical piece of software. And this is called the point of sale system, a POS, yeah? On the other hand, I'm sure that all of you use online services like ordering food from delivery system service or reserving a table in a restaurant. And while all these services make your life easier, what you don't know is that for each one of them, on the restaurant end, a separate device and software is needed. And because the POS system is completely closed and totally offline, you cannot integrate them together. It's a complete disaster. It's a waste of time, money, and human resources because you have to manually move the data from one system to another. And I know all of this because, as this guy said, I own the bar. Ebriza opens all the system and allows all the services to connect to the point of sale. Imagine a client, well, do not imagine because it's already done. The client can order, self-order related to the waiter. The supplier knows that stocks are low and can resupply just in time. Reservations are connected to the occupancy rate of the restaurant in real time. A food delivery service can push information directly into the POS, which will automatically update the stocks. All this without human interaction. We do all this not by offering an API to the client. Instead, we offer the App Store for the POS. And because the centerpiece of all this is the point of sale, we have developed an easy-to-use plug-and-play cloud POS. Ebriza is the first open point of sale that can connect and integrate with all these services, like payment providers, restaurants, reservations, online food ordering, or any other service you can imagine. No matter the business type, size, or expertise, we offer a platform that can handle everything from printing fiscal receipts to basic accounting, all done on a do-it-yourself ideology. On top of this, we built the Ebriza App Store. In the Ebriza App Store is a collection of proprietary or third-party applications, all delivering a specific service. The client can install an app and use it for as long as they need it. The beauty of our App Store is that any technical entity can develop apps for the App Store. Push them into the store, and after technical vetting, they are available to all Ebriza clients to be downloaded and used. The possibilities are endless. So changing your POS now with Ebriza is like changing from a Nokia 3100 to an iPhone with an App Store. But Ebriza does not stop here. From the restaurant point of sale, we have integrated Ebriza in all the other industries, like retail, beauty and spa, dentists, vets. Any business, small or medium business, that manages a stock and prints a receipt can use Ebriza. We have already proven our solution. We launched in beta this year and we have over 100 companies on the platform. We are in restaurant chains, coffee franchises, butcher shops, dentists, vets, and more. Sorry. We have passed the chicken egg conundrum of an app store, and we have over 10 apps developed by external developers or entities, and our clients are using them well. We have other developers that are suggesting us to build new apps, and we have clients that give us feedback for some apps that would help them. Only in Romania there are over 300,000 merchants that can use Ebriza, and this number goes exponentially higher if we leave the region. Oh, sorry, my clicker is, yeah. Our business model is pretty straightforward. First of all, Ebriza is a free service, the first free open point of sale in Romania. We monetize the App Store. We take a percentage of the revenue of every app monthly. Ebriza is handling all the payments, all the invoicing, and at the end of the month, we refund the developers. Ebriza was built by me, Alex Mareș, my friend Cristian Dinescu. We have a lot of experience in IT and sales sector, and now we have a 10-people team. We are 4 developers, 4 support and consultants, and 2 sales, and we are growing. At the beginning of this year, we had the first round of investment, which helped us validate the product and push it into the market. And now we're heading to the second round, where we want to push growth into our product and become the first POS in Romania for small and medium businesses. And in parallel, we prepared expansion outside Romania, first in the region and then the rest of the world. What you probably don't know is at the end of the line, there can happen 2 things. The best case scenario, they will enter your phone number or name in a system and they find all your details like history, address, and so on. Worst case scenario, you have to tell them these details every time. Now, here you can see it's a restaurant case. They opened Ebriza here, and this is the UI for all their delivery. It doesn't matter if it's phone, if it's web, it's a food delivery service like Hitman or Foodpanda, doesn't matter. But now I'll make you an example with the phone ordering. And what I will do, I will order cheesecake. 1 second. Can you also show us the phone, please?
Yeah, sure.
So we've mirrored here the phone. So this is the receptionist for the restaurant, yeah? 1 second, please. Okay. Now you will see my number, which please don't use it. And you will see that there is absolutely no information about me into the phone. But the receptionist just answered the phone. You can see we already have here the order, which is my name with all my details, with the address, with this Cibinoli 7. So now the receptionist is just with his phone on his ear and just add what I want. And I want a cheesecake, and that's it. And now we can, here you can see his history and all these things, and you can close the order. Okay, now 1 second. This is a very simple information. Let's add 1 hour. This is the time of preparation of that order, which is very important because this company also installed another app from the store, which is Hit Fleet. This is an optimization app. It will know when to send the driver to pick my order, and based on this information and traffic jam will come exactly at the hour that the service provider told, the food service provider told you that the order will come. So now we can close the order and we can see in real time on the Hit Fleet site, please. Okay, here is my order. It's already arrived. So it will be in 59 minutes on Cibinoli 7, which is there, that's my address. The driver from this service will come pick it up and deliver it to me. So this is a very simple example where only with 2 apps you can integrate all these services. And just to make a very simple computation, so this phone ordering app, it's billing 4 cents per transaction. A medium restaurant has around 500 transactions per day, 15,000 transactions per month. It's around 600 euros income from monthly from one service, from one app, from one client. So this is just a small computation. Thank you.
Questions to you guys?
So you said you built your MVP, validated it. So how did you validate it? How many apps are there available, and how many paying customers do you have?
Yeah, so we have over 100 companies working with Ebriza now. So they moved all their business onto Ebriza, like fiscal accounting, everything. We have over 10 apps developed by external developers, but we also have proprietary apps, which is around 12. So it's around 22 apps in total. So if you want to start that business, you already have to install some proprietary apps, like, I don't know, stock management or other things. Did I answer your question, or there was some more? Okay, thank you.
You mentioned that switching to Ebriza is as easy as changing your phone. I know that in the US at least there's a high switching cost for restaurants to switch from POS systems.
Okay.
And the perception would be, here comes another thing. So how do you get people over that barrier?
Very good question. Well, in the United States, you already have the new technology of POS, which is in cloud, which is easier.
But we have a bunch of terrible ones that most people use there because they can't switch to the new ones.
Good. So first of all, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. When you create your account, you will choose. You will have some questions, and we will narrow your industry, and we will create the account already configured. We even insert your products. So if you're a dentist, we insert all your services because we know what services are there. So this is from the configuration point of view. Now, the problem with switching from one to another is that you need some specific report that it's built exactly like this on the X POS, and we don't have it. Well, this is when the App Store kicks in, because if we don't have something very similar in that minute, we probably will get it in, I don't know, 1 month, and without any cost for the client. And we don't have to develop it. We can find someone else to develop it, and they will be monetized for that.
On that note, you said you had 10 apps built by externals. Is it the same external company, or is it 10 external companies? Or?
No, it's I think 5 external, not companies, one company, but the other are developers. So
Thanks.
freelance, yeah.
Any other questions?
Hi. You mentioned you plan your expansion country by country, also starting from Romania and then expanding regionally. I have two questions here. First one is, why do you need to expand country by country? Isn't this product capable of going, well, in any country without localization? And then the second question is also connected to your go-to-market, and it's, why would you like to expand in this region? I mean, what would be the reason not to go for bigger markets?
I didn't say we want to expand from country to country. I said to expand in the region and then the rest of the world. Why first the region? Because in the Eastern European is the most bureaucratic fiscality ever in the world, as far as I know. And it was very hard for us to do that and implement all the regulations for Romania. So it's very easy for us now to go to Greece, Serbia, Hungary. We just have to implement the particular fiscal hardware, so just the communication, which is pretty simple, but the legislation we already covered. So that's why we want to tackle this region first. It will be way much easier probably, I think, going out, because in the US you don't need a fiscal receipt, for example. You just need some bill which has no value.
All right,
Thank you.
let's give a hand out.